Howdy, hello, and welcome to Fat Love Talk. Here today on the podcast, we're going to be talking about none other than Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We are done, finished, finite with the COD Next event. Everything has premiered. You're watching some footage of the multiplayer reveal trailer right now from their live stream. I've turned the music all the way down. In fact, I'm going to mute it. In fact, because I don't want to have any sort of copyright stuff go on. This game has showcased quite a bit, and I just want to take a little section of my life, a little section of my time, and talk about how absolutely overwhelmingly excited I am for Black Ops 6. Black Ops 3 was my absolute favorite Black Ops title and one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. I think good things come in threes. I have a lot of high hopes for Black Ops 6. I have a lot of high hopes for the Omni movement. And just looking at the gameplay, because I'm doing this as I'm watching live, I'm not voicing over footage. You can literally see. Look, I move my mouse right here. You can see it on the screen. I'm getting it out of there though. This is all happening in real time, so I apologize if I get distracted by how awesome this trailer is looking, because it genuinely does look sick. In fact, I actually get to hear the trailer, and I'm very distracted, so I'm going to mute that real quick so I don't hear it, so you don't hear it, nothing. This part right here with the map run through, I was like, holy crap, that's beautiful. But then they had to go off and showcase the actual gameplay. They had to showcase the actual like full reveal. And let me tell you something, multiplayer is my main mode, my absolute main man mode. But yeah, I'm unfiltered here, so I was a little off the rails. Let's just dive into some of my impressions. First of all, Omni movement is either going to be one of two things, phenomenal or terrible. We don't know which yet. Based on the event, a lot of people were saying it took a second to get used to, but once you got a hang of it, going back to a previous Call of Duty is like ancient news. You're going to feel the difference. And so I'm really worried about, like, when I play this weekend and then I go back to Modern Warfare 3 for a little bit before I jump into Black Ops 6 full on. Yeah, that is going to be a transition, I do think, but a worthwhile one. As far as the maps are concerned, we're going to go ahead and just like jump ahead because they talked about the maps. And let me see here. Booyah. And then jump ahead 10 seconds. Jump ahead. There we go. So right here, we're about to see the new maps launch on screen. Boom. Now I'm going to pause this because they jumped too fast. Okay. We got Protocol, Payback, Skyline, Lowtown, Subsonic, Rewind, Scud, Red Card, Babylon, Derelict, Vorkuta, Vault, Sandhouse, which sounds awesome. It's like a Nuketown, it looks like. Stakeout, Gala, and Pit. Now, I'm certain we're going to get an actual Nuketown map, but Sandhouse looks like it's like a version of Nuketown, so we might get two Nuketown-esque maps, which I'm all for. That sounds absolutely and truly phenomenal. And then after a quick second of me trying to like look over it, boom, we have the beta maps. So these are the beta maps. We won't be able to play Sandhouse yet. Really, really excited for that. So we'll have to wait for launch. But I am excited for Skyline, Babylon, and of course Gala, Stakeout, Derelict, Rewind, Scud. I'm least excited for Rewind because I've seen so much of that map already in like the trailers and the early footage that I already pretty much have that map lined out as one of my, like, this is going to be the Combine of Black Ops 3. Combine got picked so much. That map, I was sick of it by the end of the year. But new maps is new greatness. And they didn't mention it outright and talk too in depth about it, but they did state that Search and Destroy is going to be coming back, which is very, very cool. They also talked about a new mode where you have one high value target who has higher health. They have some armor plates on and you have to protect them. That's a new mode they're coming out with. They did a similar mode, I want to say on Black Ops 4. I don't remember exactly what Call of Duty it was, but I know it was a Black Ops title. And that sounds very interesting. My thing is, though, if they make that a core mode, that'll be a little more sparing in my playtime. I'm a hardcore player, so if I go into the beta and I do terrible, I'm going to remind myself, okay, so this game is in core for the beta. you're going to play the hardcore playlists come launch, and that's going to be your main squeeze. Minus, of course, playing Gunfight, which is obviously a core 2v2 mode. But I digress. I very much love the fact that they're innovating, they're adding to the game, they're making it just have that clean movement system. I absolutely love that, and I am excited to return to what they are going to have. And best you believe me, when I play the beta, I will have TikToks posted on my channel, and we're going to be good to go. So if you're not following my TikTok already, you want to make sure you're doing that, because my TikTok is honestly the place to be. I've been posting more content on there than anywhere lately because I've been having an issue with my capture card. So I have not been able to post on my YouTube channel except for my podcast. And that's a little upsetting because I wanted to do a campaign playthrough of Black Ops 6 on my channel. But if I can't figure this issue out with my OBS, then I might not be able to do that. But I digress. Follow me on TikTok at PhatLove145. That's going to be PhatLove145. During edits, I'll try to remember that this is happening, I don't know, at some point in the podcast, and put a voice picture over the top. But anyway, I have a lot of really cool TikToks on here. I have a decent handful of talks that I post on here. I get, occasionally I'll get a good gameplay moment and I'll clip it, and then I'll go back and review it later, and I'll post some stuff on there, make a caption for it. It's a lot of fun, guys. I really do have a lot of fun posting those. So the new multiplayer modes, they're talking about that new mode. And then they kind of jumped into some gameplay. Let's skip ahead. Tim the Tap Man. Okay. This guy, Hutch. I don't know who this guy is. Never heard of him before in my life. But he was impressive when I watched a lot of his gameplays. And I might look into what he does for YouTube or Twitch or whatever he streams and plays on, because he was pretty cool. And he showed some really, really legit gameplay. So you're going to see some pretty decent gameplay coming from him. But unfortunately, I don't have enough dialogue to talk and bore you, so you won't get a lot of gameplay, because I want to jump ahead and start talking about zombies. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about zombies, because, oh my god, they're back. Here, let's start by saying that I really did enjoy every iteration of zombies, and in fact, when Modern Warfare 3 first came out, I actually preferred zombies being on a large map with the option to kind of go in, kit it out, ready to go and slay as you can. But then things got incredibly complicated in the higher tiered zones, and I ended up avoiding a lot of them. And so I was like, I kind of wish we had round-based again, because that was really fun, and you could do a lot of stuff with that, where you can't do that with a lot of the big open world kind of maps that we had here with Modern Warfare 3's iteration. Black Ops 6 is bringing the heat. They're packing the punches, because this new map of Liberty Falls is absolutely phenomenal. It looks so cool. Let me skip ahead, because that was really cool. Yay, with the reveal. Woohoo. Let's skip ahead to some gameplay, because that was a cool trailer, but the gameplay itself, oh my god. Everything looks really sick. And they're adding a lot of new stuff. The Gobblegum system, the traps, Liberty Falls being separate from the other launch map they're going to have, different people you're going to play as, which is very cool. Let's jump ahead to some actual gameplay of people who are at COD NEXT event. People got hands-on with the Wonder Weapon. They got hands-on with the ray gun. They got hands-on level 20 round zombies. And it was legitimately very, very cool. And I had a lot of fun watching that. I can't wait to get my hands on. Unfortunately, no zombies at the beta, but we're getting close. We're a couple months away from October 25th. I've already pre-ordered my copy. I am absolutely bonkers ready to go. And the fact that they have split screen available at launch on next gen consoles, or current gen, I guess technically we should say, because PS5 and Xbox have their current gens. Very, very cool. Look at that guy. He had a ray gun. He destroyed that thing in no time flat. Forgive me for my lack of knowledge on some of these zombie names. But those are, I think, called, not abominations. Gosh dang it. Now it's going to bother me because I can't remember what those three-headed monsters are called, but I know what it is. I just forgot. Anywho, he freaking annihilated it, and that was sick. And I really loved the fact that they're going to have, like, not just, like, round-based zombies, but, like, these are decent-sized maps. Like, there are some, like, tough hallway situations. Like, look at this. This guy's, you can get in the Bad News Bears situation very quickly in that hallway if you're not careful. But if you're out in the open, you're training, people who play the game frequently know how to train. There's really, really, really cool gameplay going on here. And the best part is they told us they disabled any Easter egg interactions for this map during the COD Next event. So anything that is towards the Easter egg for the map, there is no way to interact or activate that. So it's a build of the game minus the Easter egg. So it's just literally survive as long as you can, have fun, shoot zombies, check out the health on the zombies, check out the health on you, look around, kind of get familiar with where gun wall buys are that you may be interested in, all that, etc. Good stuff. I absolutely am blown away by how much fun I had watching the zombies gameplay. I have a couple of friends who are bigger on zombies than they are on the actual multiplayer or Warzone or any of that stuff. So they were like, okay, it's time. Round based is back, and Treyarch we trust, all that good stuff. And I was like, yes, please. That sounds absolutely breathtakingly phenomenal. The boys are back. I had a couple of friends who didn't buy Modern Warfare 3, so they just never played it. And I had to squad up with some other people. I do have a good handful of friends that play Modern Warfare 3, don't get me wrong, but I had like one or two that were like, nah, this is trash. I'm not playing this. And you know what? I can't fault them for that. Modern Warfare 3 was kind of the year to take off because it didn't really fulfill a lot of, I don't know, what Call of Duty could have been, right? And with 16 maps at launch, and I've already talked previously about the gunfight mode and how many maps we had for that specific mode previously versus what we have now, it kind of gets you to reflect on what really is kind of worth your time versus, what's not. And I'm level 530 right now on Modern Warfare 3. I've been popping off. I've been really putting my time into it. Obviously, I'm not no-lifing it. I have other games I like to play and other stuff I like to do, but Call of Duty is like one of my like staple games. You guys obviously know if you watch my YouTube videos, my TikToks, you listen to my podcast, you know that I'm big into Call of Duty and I'm big into Speedstorm. Those are my two like big games. So I talk about those a lot, more frequently than other games. And on my YouTube, I do gameplays of those genre style games, right? Because that's kind of my niche. And I love that. So, yeah, zombies, very cool. I don't really have a whole lot extra to add, but I do want to jump ahead on the gameplay just to show off some of the, like, later gameplays. Let me see here. This is them talking more about other stuff. Let's jump ahead over here. They had some really high round zombies that were really cool. Oh, that's not it at all. Yeah, look at this guy. He's in this like portal area. Sick. Literally sick. I got nothing else to add there though, unfortunately. So that's where we're at with that. Zombies, I'm bringing it back. Will I be streaming on my YouTube channel? Probably not, if I'm being completely honest with you. But if I do stream, look forward to it because it'll be a fun and rare occasion. Oh, and by the way, guys, take a look at these camos they got for multiplayer. These are the prestige camos you can get for absolutely free 99 if you just play the game and you go through all the weapon challenges. These are actually super duper sick. And I think it might be the time to actually put some time into the game and go for that dark matter, because that dark matter, oh my god, is it gorgeous. That is absolutely stunning. And that's going to be like on the docket for things to get. They also have, wrong one. They also have the same thing for zombies. They have prestige camps for mastery in zombies, which, oh my god, that is amazing. I wonder what that's going to look like as far as challenges go, because using every single gun in zombies is going to be a little bit more challenging than in multiplayer, because multiplayer I just like go down the list of ARs, SMGs, LMGs, battle rifles, sniper rifles, launchers, secondaries, etc. That Nebula camo, It's so cool. They even talked about this in the game on the direct, that it responds to the usage of the gun. So the more you fire, the more it swirls, and the more it colors up. That's so cool to me. So I don't know. The camos in this new game are going to be fantastic, and that's all I got to say. That looks so sick. So, to be honest with you, I don't have a whole lot to say about the Warzone side of Call of Duty. I can count on both my hands the number of times I've actually played Warzone. I'm not really a Warzone player. I'm not really a big Battle Royale individual. Have I won a few Battle Royales on Fortnite? Yes, I have. I'm proud to say. I was carried through most of it. A couple of my friends are very good at Fortnite. But none of my friends, literally none of them, really were mainstays for the Battle Royale mode on Call of Duty. So Warzone has not really been something that I've really invested in. However, the idea and the concept that they're doing a Warzone map for Nuketown, like the origin of Nuketown, blows my mind. I think that's absolutely freaking cool. And I'm definitely going to hot drop at the Nuketown shipping, at the test site, mannequin assembly, and definitely the pods. And I'm going to see kind of what's going on there. Will I die? Will I win? Both of those answers are respectively in order. Yes, I will die, and no, I will not win, but I will have a great time. And if I do win, you can bet your butt I'll be clipping it, because that's not going to happen very frequently, and I would love to get the views on any dubs I get, because it's going to be very far and few between. But yeah, this map looks phenomenal. Oh, good. They're going through other stuff. I was wondering why they were stuck on that, but I don't have the audio on. Yeah, look at these locations. Nuketown shipping. That's the Nuketown house. That's freaking cool. Isn't that a cool idea for a Warzone map? It's just the idea that you can literally go to Nuketown, but it's a larger scale. And they said it was Resurgence, which means Resurgence, I believe, is where you can respawn and come back and try to get the glory again. And then you have Bunker, and that bunker branches out underground to every single area of interest, which is absolutely freaking cool. And I love that about what they're doing here with this particular map. And they did say that this is their tallest point of interest they've ever created, because it has several layers, and from bottom to top, it's the tallest point of interest. And that you can poison yourself and should bring a gas mask when you go into the reactor area, which is absolutely cool. Manufacturing is where they build the Nuketown houses, so you're going to get like partial builds, like doors and different materials. Very, very awesome. I love the fact that it looks like it's lived in. You see like the walls and the photos on the wall, and then they have the mannequin assembly. This is going to be cool because they just have mannequins chilling, like mannequin body parts sprawled out, hanging out, doing whatever. Very creepy, very cool. I love the vibe that it gives off, especially if this is like a final circle situation and you're in the mannequin assembly. That's going to be awesome. And then we have pods, which I'm assuming is where the people who were there at the test site lived, quote unquote. And that looks very cool because it has those layers and those levels. And definitely going to want to have a heartbeat sensor. Definitely going to want to have like enhanced hearing perks to kind of help you out. Because with how many levels, like top to bottom floors, there are going to be, looking top to bottom though, from the sky, very colorful map. Very, very colorful map. I absolutely love it. And I'm very excited for that. I think that warehouse is going to be cool. I think that the loading bay, I think test site's going to be my hot drop. That one looks like the place I'm going to want to drop all the time. And that's going to be very, very cool. And then we can kind of get some live gameplay of it. So I never watched all the gameplay for this part of it. I kind of like tuned out, but I wanted to get the login rewards for, actively watching the stream. So it was around. This guy's not doing very good. Well, what are you doing, man? You're eliminated already. What's happening, buddy? Let's see somebody else. Let's jump ahead. Well, he got the dub. Let's back up. Oh yeah, this is cool. He just like shoots people out of the sky. It was awesome. And then he just bought some stuff, helicoptered over there, or not helicopter, like parachute over there. I love the fact that people who play aggressive, who are good, and unlike me, who plays aggressive and isn't good. But I will say that I won a Fortnite match recently in Battle Royale solos because I hid the entire match, got 2 kills for the entire game. One guy who found me, and then the final guy in a circle while he was trying to like find health items and heal up after a gunfight. I went over there and ambushed him, and ended up taking the W. So I robbed him really, and it was great because I had a Captain America shield and I like powered him in the face. But I digress. I digress. That one has not been posted yet on my TikTok, but trust me, it will be soon. I still got to get on top of some of my clips from the last week. I've just been so distracted and busy because I got some big news that I haven't talked about yet on the podcast, but I'm saving it for a separate episode of the podcast. So stay tuned for that. But Warzone does look fun, and it looks really cool. I just wish that I was better at these style of games, and I've always been a fan of shooters, and I've always been a fan of like final elimination kind of situations, and I play round based. So that's kind of my thing. My bread and butter is round based. And Warzone doesn't really accommodate like the round based style gameplay, and that's sort of kind of where I'm at with this stuff. So I'll drop in, I'll play a few matches, maybe I'll do some clips when I play, and you'll see that on my TikTok. But yeah, very excited for the full package, but you probably won't see this one on my YouTube or my TikTok very often. Alright guys, we have one more thing to talk about on the podcast. One final thing. Call of Duty Mobile and the Call of Duty Warzone mobile situation. This was the last part of their stream, and as you can tell, they didn't dedicate very long to it, about 20-25 minutes. I'm not going to give you 25 minutes of content to talk about because, to be honest with you, I've played Warzone Mobile, I think, a handful of times on my last phone I had, and then I never re-downloaded it. Don't ask me why. Am I going to play Warzone Mobile? Maybe, but not frequently if I do. But we'll see. I am excited that they've supported it for 5 years because that means that it's been popular and it's been doing good. And they have lots of content, and it has like the whole dual progression system for Warzone, so you can play it on the go and it still counts towards your main progression. That's pretty cool. That's actually very exciting. But I don't know. I'm just the whole concept of like mobile gaming has never been something I'm super into. Like, to make it a good example, Speedstorm is now on mobile and on consoles, and I have it downloaded on my mobile version, but I only ever get on my mobile version to get my free daily item from the shop. I don't ever play on mobile because I don't trust my ability to have like 2 attempts per day and to actually successfully accomplish that goal. So I escape her no thank you that option. Can I? Yes, I can connect my PlayStation controller to my phone. It is compatible. I've tried it in the past, and it works fine for certain things, but it's just not as great as it could be when I play it on console. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm excited for this being a thing on its own. Am I going to play it? Probably not at all. If I do, cool. But I don't understand who they're kind of targeting, I would say, with this particular side of the COD Next event, because people kind of came here for Black Ops 6 and not for mobile. But there's a big fan base of people who are playing mobile. They said 5 years of support. People are buying their microtransactions. People are spending time in the game, and maybe it's time I start to recognize that. Maybe I should boot it up and play it again. I'll be honest with you guys, I downloaded COD Mobile after this event on my tablet, and I'm considering playing it for a little bit and then doing a review on COD Mobile coming up. So stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll post some clips. Maybe I won't know how to do that on my tablet. we're kind of going to figure that out. But overall, guys, that's kind of where I'm at. We're going to close things out by watching my absolute favorite YouTuber for all things Call of Duty, my guy, Espresso. He's a phenomenal YouTuber. If you watch YouTube videos at all regarding Call of Duty, this guy needs to be on the roster. His channel is mainly for Call of Duty news, not gameplays. So that's something you kind of be aware of. and I'm very excited for the fact that he got invited to COD Next, because I was worried he wasn't originally invited, because another channel I used to follow, Prestige is Key, he was not invited. I'm not sure exactly why, but I guess they're making room for like the newer generation of Call of Duty players and streamers and content creators, etc. So who knows? All I know is I'm very, very happy that Espresso was invited, because he's the go-to Call of Duty YouTuber that I would recommend you take a chance on looking up his content, looking up his videos. Anybody who follows me, or not follows me, but like is in my Discord server, I post his videos exclusively. So whenever I post COD videos, COD news, I generally post Espresso videos, because he has the most up-to-date, cool, honest videos, and that's just kind of where I'm at. Is he the best Call of Duty gamer? No, he's not. But he admits that. He's humble. He just recently got married, and he is living his best life, right? And who wouldn't want to be a content creator, successful, grow himself as a creator? And yeah, I say support this guy. He's at like 570,000 subs, and honestly, if I can get him even one more sub, that's a win for me, because he is really a cool guy, on top of being a really, really informative news YouTuber regarding Call of Duty. So anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to lock it up at. This has been your boy, Phat Love, hitting you hard with the podcast episode for Black Ops 6 for the COD Next event. Massive, massive excitement on my end. I will be playing the beta this weekend amongst the flood of people who will be streaming the game this weekend. I most likely will not be, but like I said, check my TikTok, because I always post clips, and it's just easier to do it that way versus posting any sort of long form video, because I won't be able to add a thumbnail, and then I just it's a whole thing. So anyway, guys, I digress. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon with another podcast, and until then, guys, live your best lives, love each other, and I'll see you then.